CompTIA A Core 2 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 1.6 Given a scenario, configure Microsoft Windows settings. To wrap up Exam Objective 1.6, we will be taking a look at the Windows Settings utility. To access this tool, simply click on the Start menu, select the gear icon, and voila! You're there. This centralized hub is designed to cater to an array of system adjustment needs, offering a user-friendly interface that makes system management as smooth as silk. Now, before I put one more tool in our ever-growing toolbox, I think now is a perfect time to do a bit of toolbox organization and give each tool category a bit of context, along with a side-by-side comparison. Picture this: you're an IT professional with a toolbox filled with various instruments, each suited for different levels of expertise and needs. At the top of the complexity scale, we have the CLI, or Command Line Interface. This is best suited for coding enthusiasts or IT administrators who revel in the power and flexibility of text commands. The CLI is the most granular tool, perfect for those who want to dive deep into the system's inner workings. Next up are the Windows Administrator tools, less complex than CLI but still quite detailed. These tools are a sweet spot for administrators and advanced users, offering significant control with a more user-friendly graphical interface. Then we have the Windows Control Panel. This is less complex than our administrative tool set and is suitable for both administrators and standard users. Finally, we arrive at Windows Settings, the least complex of them all, and the main topic of this video segment. Designed with the end user in mind, it's straightforward and perfect for everyday tweaks and adjustments. As an additional note, regardless of the tools you select, with time and experience, you will notice certain configuration options will require certain tools, regardless of their complexity level and inherent overlaps. With that said, let's take a closer look at each subsection of Windows settings. Starting at the top, we have System. This section is where you manage core system settings such as display, sound, notifications, power, and storage. Many of the settings we covered earlier, like display configuration and power options, can also be found here. Next is Bluetooth and devices, which replaces the older devices category from Windows 10. This is where you manage connected hardware such as Bluetooth devices, printers, and peripherals. Some advanced device management options still redirect you to Control Panel, specifically devices and printers, showing that overlap between the two interfaces. Moving down, we have Network and Internet. This section allows you to configure network connections, including Wi-Fi, Ethernet, VPNs, and proxy settings. While most common tasks can be done here, advanced configurations, like adapter settings, may still link back to the control panel's network and sharing center. Next is personalization, where you can customize the look and feel of your system. This includes themes, backgrounds, colors, lock screen settings, and taskbar configurations. Then we have Apps, which is used to manage installed applications. From here, you can uninstall programs, set default apps, and manage optional features. This overlaps with programs and features in the control panel, although more advanced uninstall or modification options may still redirect you there. Next is Accounts, where you manage user accounts, sign-in options, and account settings. This includes Microsoft accounts, local accounts, and access control. While most account management is handled here, some advanced settings may still reference the control panel's user accounts section. Below that is Time and Language, which allows you to configure date and time settings, region, and language preferences. This aligns with the date and time settings found in the control panel, though most functionality is now centralized here in Windows 11. Next is Gaming, which includes settings for Xbox Game Bar, screen captures, and game mode. These features are designed to enhance performance and make it easier to record or monitor gameplay. For example, Xbox Game Bar provides an on-screen overlay for quick access to tools, Captures lets you manage screenshots and recordings, and Game Mode helps prioritize system resources while gaming. Then we have accessibility, which is also known as ease of access in the control panel. This is where you configure features like narrator, magnifier, captions, and input assistance tools. As we covered in an earlier video segment, these tools are designed to make Windows easier to use for a wide range of users. While the layout in Windows settings is more modern, the core functionality remains consistent with what you'll find in the control panel. Moving on to privacy and security, this section combines privacy controls and security settings. Here, you can manage app permissions, location settings, camera and microphone access, and Windows security features. Finally, we have Windows Update, which is where you manage system updates, view update history, and configure advanced update settings. From here, you can check for updates, pause updates if needed, and review previously installed updates. This section ensures your system stays secure and up to date with the latest features, bug fixes, and security patches. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.